welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a hot minute and I feel like this past year I've kind of been all over the place. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know I moved to Toronto. I've been putting on so many makeup classes and that's where kind of my energy has been focused. I've also been working some major events like the Grammys, SNL, and soon to be working Met Gala. Shh. So I wanted to show you guys my recent favorite makeup look. This is actually such an accomplishable, easy, gorgeous, flawless, every single day makeup look. So if you guys want to see how I got this look today, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to be starting off with something that I've recently been incorporating into my routine. I am Portuguese, but I'm pretty fair, especially because it's the winter, and tanning cream kind of scares me. It doesn't scare me, but like, it's a lot of effort to put on. So what I've been loving is the Isle of Paradise. This is self-tanning drops, and you can literally put a drop into your own lotion. One, you're not gonna smell. Two, it's so easy and like user-friendly. So I usually put this with my lotion before I start my makeup, and then when I wash my makeup off or like throughout the day, I start getting a little bit more bronzy and tan, which I love. So I'm gonna be using those drops in my Laneige Sleeping Care Water Sleeping Mask. I know this is for sleeping, but I like to put it underneath my foundation. Recently I've been into understated, natural, just like seamless makeup look. So I've been using my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer as well as my Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. This foundation alone is incredible. It's super lightweight. My puppy's sitting with me right now, by the way. It's super lightweight, but to make it even more lightweight and easy to wear, I like to mix in my tinted moisturizer. And then with the excess on my fingers, I kind of just run that over my eyelid and brow bone just to kind of conceal any of those veins happening. And then at the very end, I just like to kind of press it into my skin so it really absorbs, melts into the skin, and there's no lines or streaks. I'm gonna go into my Laneige Lip Glowy Balm just to hydrate my lips while I am getting ready. Ooh, oh God. So next I'm going to go into my brand new Too Faced. This is the Instant Coverage Concealer. I actually really like this concealer. It's very comparable to the NARS Matte Concealer. I'm really into doing like less these days. So using a concealer that's kind of like in a paint pot works really well for me. I'm really using like the tiniest amount just to kind of buff this underneath my eyes and then bringing it on my eyelid as well. And then I'm just going to cover any red areas around my face. So I like to do a little bit underneath my nose, my nostrils, a little on my chin, and a little bit right between my brow bone. So next up, I'm going to be going into my Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. You guys know that I love cream products, and I recently ran out of my Pure Cosmetics Camo Contour Sticks. So this was in my drawer, and I thought I'd give it a try, and it looked a little bit intimidating because it is very deep in color compared to the one that I normally use, but I actually really like how it works into my skin. So I'm quickly just going to do a little 3 shape on my face to bronze up my skin, and I personally love using cream products because it's just going to help nourish and hydrate my skin, and then you can use powder on top to set it, but it really just packs a punch quicker in my opinion. I'm always just pushing upwards to really work this back into my hairline and just give it that really seamless blend. Okay, so I just did my brows off camera, and now quickly just gonna set underneath my eyes, do a little bit of baking before I move to the eye makeup, which is also gonna be super easy. So I'm gonna pick up this little Beauty Blender Puff. I love it because it fits right on your finger and it really allows you to get really tight to the lash line. I'm also gonna be going into my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I'm just going to look up and go right as far in as I can for the first little pounce, and then going down the side of my nose, and then I'm just going to extend this outwards. And you can totally skip this step, but because I do my foundation first, I like to have a little bit of a base in case there's any fallout, and this also just kind of helps brighten up your under eye area so that everything looks a little bit more seamless. So you can also hit your smile lines, your T-zone, or pretty much anywhere where you're gonna get oily throughout the day. Okay, jumping to the eyes, I'm gonna do a really nice like winged out smoky line, or something that I've personally been rocking every single day when I do wear my makeup, which isn't that often. So this is the Catrice Born to Be Basic palette. I love it because it's just so neutral and just has all the good shades. So the very first thing that I always do is set my eyelid with a bone shade all over so that everything that you put on top of it is going to be really even and consistent. And if you don't do that, sometimes like colors are more pigmented in certain areas, not as pigmented in certain areas because the base isn't even and neutral. So that's a tip if you guys are kind of wanting to step up your eyeshadow game. Okay, so next we're going to be picking up my MAC 224 brush, and I like using a fairly fluffy brush just to put like a nice warm shade into the crease, which is also going to be called our transition shade. And pretty much what this is going to do is just add nice definition to the eyes. We're not going to do anything hard with this step, but having this brush is going to be the game changer. So I'm just going to go into Squad, and we're just going to dust this right into the crease. And let's just go back and forth and do little window wiper motions. And you can literally pick up the exact same color and just keep layering this on to really create the depth. You don't even have to switch colors yet. Next, I'm going to be picking up my Royal Crown, can't stop, my Royal Crown brush, and this is in the Style 420. I always want to say shade, but no, this is not a shade. And this is like a fairly tapered brush that comes to a nice point so that we're going to be able to blend, but it's not going to be like super diffused. And I'm going to go into like that MOTD shade, which is a little bit of a deeper brown shade, but not too deep at this point. We're going to keep it lower down, kind of right by the lash line. And with the same brush, we're going to now go into MCM, Man Crush Monday. I think that's what it stands for. And this is a little bit deeper, and we're just going to keep this a little bit lower down now. And if you guys need to, you can always pull your eye up slightly. And that's kind of like a nice guideline. Makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to go back into Squad, and I'm going to just dust this all over my eyelid to kind of create like a nice matte brown moment. And now we're going to go into TBD, to be determined. I honestly don't know. I'm not up to par with my lingo. But we're just going to keep this now lower down. Everything that we do is always in like layers of lightest shade, darker shade, darker shade, darker shade. So everything has like a gorgeous gradient, and it just makes your life easier because it's just gonna look a lot more like smooth and have that like ombre effect. I'm picking up this MOTD Just Browsing brush. This is like a flat angled brush, and we're gonna stamp this right at my lash line. Okay, I'm also going to show you a little hack that I've recently been doing whenever I wear fake eyelashes. So I've been going into my Buxom Introvert Mascara. Okay, wait, Extrovert, not Introvert. Scratch that. Extrovert Mascara, and honestly guys, this has to be my favorite mascara ever. It actually just like coats your lashes so much. But while my lashes are getting tacky and like drying, we're going to attach some fake eyelashes and really glue them and stick them together so that they both mend together, and it just looks so good. So let me get to it. So I do 1 to 2 coats of this mascara, and then I'll go ahead and stick on my falsies, and it just makes it look so much more natural. I went through like a second there where I didn't wear any mascara underneath my fake, my false lashes, and I don't know why I ever did that. Questionable. I'm going to go into my fave Kiss Lashes. These are style 11. I love these because it kind of emulates like eyelash extensions. They're very wearable and natural, but they give you that like cat eye wispy look. So while my mascara is still drying, I'm now going to go ahead, apply my glue, And we're going to be using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. So I like to put this on, and I kind of like want to angle the eyelash upwards so it's not so flat on my eye. The eyelashes look totally different with the direction that you put them on. So if you put them on more like straight, they're going to be more straight out. If you put them on more on like that upward angle, like you're putting them on actually like at a downward slant, they're going to be more lifted. And then what you want to do is just kind of squeeze your lashes with the fake eyelashes, because your own eyelashes are still getting tacky from the mascara. And it's going to like mend them together, and it's going to look so natural. Okay, so lashes are on, and now we're going to be jumping back to the face. I kind of like to work back and forth whenever I'm doing my makeup look. I'm all over the place, I know. So what I'm going to go into next is my bronzer. We're going to go into this Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and we're just going to continue to bronze up my face. And also, because we laid down a cream product, you want to set the cream product so it doesn't move and everything's going to be super durable. So once I've got to this stage, everything is pretty much in place of how I want it to be. So I never kind of move my bronzer brush around too much. More so I just pat it in place, and that's how I know that the product's not going to move around on me. Everything's going to kind of stay put. And if you do feel like you need to move your brush slightly, I use a really, really, really light hand. For blush, I'm going to go into this Benefit Georgia blush, and I think this is a relaunch. I think they've had this shade before, but it went discontinued for a while. So this is a really nice like coral shade, and when I just got it in the mail, I was kind of worried that it wouldn't be too pigmented, because when I swatched it, it wasn't very pigmented. But I do have to say, like, it gives you such a gorgeous, like, sun-kissed look, and it really kind of matches my eyeshadow look. Oh, hello, Nana. Hi, Bush. Come to this side. You can see it kind of just, like, pulls everything together. So next I'm going to go into my Makeup Forever Pro Fusion highlighter. I personally love this highlighter because it is so fair, and I'm personally really fair right now, and it's the worst when you have a highlighter that's just a little bit too dark for you and you put it on and then your face makeup just looks so muddy and cakey. So that's something that I always am very aware of, because I've done that so many times. So I just like sticking to this shade, especially in the winter. Okay, we are near the home stretch, and so far, pretty easy, right? Right? Okay, so my ride or die lately has been the KKW Beauty Classic Iconic, am I from the Valley? Classic Iconic Lip Liner. So I like to first line my lips, and I'm just gonna kind of blot the balm that's already on my lips. And next I'm going to go into my NARS Crushing Sheer Lipstick. I'm actually normally not a lipstick girl. Normally I wear like liquid lipsticks paired with a lip gloss, but I ran out of my current favorite and I'm actually obsessed with this. So let's give it a go. And to finish off this look, I'm going to go into my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This isn't a setting spray, but it just kind of is going to melt all the products into my face and just kind of hydrate me. So this isn't a setting spray, but personally this is what I've been using and I've been loving, and it just smells really good. So Okay guys, so here is the finished result. Let me know what you thought down below. I am really going to try to get back into YouTube. You know, it is hard. Content creation is tricky. I have to give people credit, guys. Like, it takes forever to edit these videos, but truly it's what I love doing. So I'm going to get back into it for 2020. I promise you guys. But you can always follow me on Instagram at juliatiannadxox because I am hella active there, as well as my new TikTok page at juliatiannadxox as well. I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.